Hey guys, Mike B. Rolling here again. I had had a guy on there wanting to know kind of the more terminology of spot boards and building relationships and broker loads and this and that and the other, and kind of a simple breakdown. When you're talking spot market, that's the going rate on average across the whole market. The spot market is, you'll see that on a lot of load boards, that the spot market price for this load for the last 2 weeks has been X number of dollars and cents per mile. Then you'll see load. You're only dealing with load boards if you're really running your own authority. There are some companies out there that will let you go on load boards and pick your own loads. There are some out there that do that. It's not real frequent. So yeah, load boards is your own authority. Spot market is the going rates on the load boards. But generally, as what I've always preferred to do is lease on with a company and let them, your private customers, is a company that has a contract with a customer, that there's no middleman in there. The load boards in the spot market is the same thing, but a broker has the contract with the company, and that broker's taking a cut out of that contract before he throws it on the board. So a load that you see on the board that may pay $2,500, that load probably actually paid closer to $4,000 or $3,200, whatever. But that broker is taking a big chunk off the top before he throws it on the board. Brokers are hosing people. They're hosing them bad, man. Right now, I wouldn't recommend anybody get their own authority and try to run the load board and try to run their own, just run it under their own authority. Just right now, it's just the money's not there, the work's not there. But this guy here said he wanted to run all over the country and run coast to coast. And the best advice I could give you to be the most successful would be to lease on with a bigger company, or even a small mom and pop company that'll have trailers that they'll, you can use theirs. I would pull reefer right now. I wouldn't get into flatbed right now, or, pretty much anything other than food. Because in an economic slowdown, the one thing, food and gasoline, those are two things that people got to have, and you don't want to be local, so your gas is out, you want to run cross country. I would advise finding a company that's got reefer, that runs reefer, because food's going to keep moving, and when you haul reefer, you have the added advantage that you can also haul dry van loads on a reefer, unrefrigerated loads on a reefer. The reefer can go either or. Van can only do dry loads, reefer can do both. But if you're wanting to go coast to coast and live in your truck and just see the whole country, go lease on with a company that pulls reefer. There's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them, if not thousands of them. You can go on any go on the driver or the trucker report truck forum, and there's all kinds of companies on there that are they'd be happy to lease you on. But I wouldn't try running your own authority and running broker loads and worried about the spot market and all that. Just right now, just lease on with a company, get your experience in running under somebody else's authority, let them give you the loads. They're gonna and I'm sure there's some shyster companies out there that are going to try to skim a little bit off the load, and they don't show you the especially if it's a broker load, they don't show you the rate contract or the rate con for their loads. Most typically don't. It's kind of take them at their word, but most of the time you're pulling with a larger company. They've got contracts with Tyson Foods and Purdue and all these different food places around there. And when they give you a load, it's like, okay, I got a load for you to pick up here that goes over there, and it pays X number of dollars a mile. There's no middleman in there. That's them having a contract with the carrier or with the shipper, and given the straight up rate. You tend to do better that way. More independent minded people just insist that they want to run their own authority, as if it's a common misconception. I see it all the time. People want to run their own authority because they think they can do better. Financially, money wise, no, you're not going to do better running your own authority unless you have relationships with big shippers. You have your own customers that you don't have to deal with the brokers. If you're getting your own authority and you're going to be hauling broker loads, you're going to lose it. They'll run you right out of business. Your revenue per mile is going to be way too low, especially right now in a slow market. But that being said, if you have your own customers and you've built a relationship and you have a contract with them to move their loads at a set amount of money, then you want to do it with your own authority, you probably do quite a bit better. But that being said, I've always done better leasing on with the company and let them doing all the legwork of building those relationships. And the only relationship I have to worry about building is with my dispatcher and with the company and the safety people. Always keep your safety people happy. But that's what the main thing I mean when I talk about building relationships is just lease on with a good company and do the, when you say you're going to do something, do it. If you can't do it for some reason, communicate well and let them know, here's the reason I can't do it. You know, just communication's number one. But that just a kind of a quick video there. I'm getting kind of tongue-tied today. It's hot out and I've been prepping my trailer to get loaded here, and I'm having trouble thinking of the terminologies. But yeah, it just right now, especially if you want to run coast to coast, I would pull a reefer. Lease on with somebody that pulls a reefer, that pulls reefers, you know, and you know, they're going to pay 65-70% of the gross. Just lease on. You will do better, I promise you, doing that than you will trying to do it under your own authority. I promise you. But that being said, looks like I'm one more truck and then I'm next in line. So I'm going to wrap it up at there, and y'all like and share the video, subscribe, you know the deal. Keep them questions coming. We'll talk to you later.